Hello and good evening, everyone. This is Gagandeep, a clinical psychologist from Unique Psychological Services. I welcome you all to a program that we usually do on Tuesdays called Gender and Sexuality. But since our speaker was very occupied and he's an amazing person, and we really wanted him to be there with us, therefore we shifted the Gender and Sexuality program to Monday, that is today. So instead of teen talks, we'll be talking about gender and sexuality today. The topic for today is roots of homophobia. So here we'll try and understand ऐसा क्यों है कि लोग जो हेट्रोसेक्सुअल ओरिएंटेशन के नहीं होते हैं उसको उन लोगों को हम लोग एक नेगेटिव नजर से देखते हैं, बहुत सारा फियर फोबिया कैरी करते हैं। कई बार अपने घर वाले ही अपने ही बच्चों को ऐसे लोगों से दूर रखते हैं, जैसे कोई छुआछूत की बीमारी हो या कुछ फैल जाएगा, या जैसे कोई उनकी ओरिएंटेशन खराब कर देगा बात कर, या जैसे आई एम सॉरी होमोसेक्सुअल्स या जो हेट्रोसेक्सुअल्स नहीं हैं या जो एलजीबीटी कम्युनिटी के लोग हैं वो जैसे कुछ डेविएंट से हों या कुछ गड़बड़ कर दें। पता नहीं इतनी नेगेटिविटी कहाँ से आई है हम सबके दिमाग में, आज हम उसको समझेंगे। आई एम श्योर यू विल अंडरस्टैंड। जो हमारे लास्ट स्पीकर थे मोहित दुनेजा, he was also somebody who was belonging to the LGBT community, but he was doing such an amazing work where he is uplifting people of different communities जो झुग्गी झोंपड़ी में भी काम करते हैं, या वो बच्चे जिनके पास फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट नहीं है उनको पढ़ाना, एक नई जिंदगी देना, एक नई सोच देना। एंड बाय द वे वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड वो वही इंसान है जो LGBTQ को बिलोंग करता है और वो ये काम कर रहा है। तो इंस्टेड ऑफ लुकिंग पीपल एज बैड और not bad or good only because of the orientation, how right is that? In fact, you know that the gender and sexuality program that we do is always about helping people understand people from a very humane perspective. मतलब इन लेबल से हटकर हम लोगों में इंसानियत देखें और उनमें देखें जो वो अच्छा कर सकते हैं। क्यों नहीं, हर इंडिविजुअल में एक पोटेंशियल है, and why shouldn't we appreciate that potential, allow people to be who they are and live a life of dignity and make a difference in the world. So, and for this we have a very special guest, Kanav Sehgal, with us. So Kanav, hi, good to see you. Can you hear me?
Hi, good to see you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh yes, I was just introducing about the topic and the concerns people have. I will just introduce you and then it's your flow, right? Kanav is he's doing his master's from Azim Premji University, Bangalore, and he has been the admin at Harmless Hugs. I'm sure you all would remember there was an IGTV done by I'm forgetting the name again. Abhi mere dimag Rishu. Yeah, I'm so bad with names. I forget my son's name sometimes. I'm so pathetic with names somehow. I don't know why. So I mean Rishu हमारे प्रोग्राम पर थे और वो Harmless Hugs से ही थे। तो ये भी हैं जो हार्मलेस हग से जुड़े हुए हैं एज अ वॉलंटियर एंड एक एडमिन भी रह चुके हैं। एंड ही ऑल्सो फील्स वेरी क्लोजली अबाउट दैट वी ऑल हैव द नीड एंड वी ऑल डिजर्व टू लिव अ लाइफ ऑफ डिग्निटी। और सो कॉल्ड जो हमारे हेट्रोसेक्सुअल समाज के ठेकेदार हैं वो बहुत कुछ चीजें डिक्टेट करते हैं, क्या सही क्या गलत है, क्या उत्तम है और क्या नीच है। सो आज का हमारा प्रोग्राम, आई वाज जस्ट टेलिंग देम कनव व्हेन आई स्पोक टू यस्टरडे, I think the understanding that I got is कि अगर आपको किसी चीज में बदलाव लाना है तो समझना पड़ेगा कि ये इतना फियर, ये इतनी इनसिक्योरिटीज या जो हम नेगेटिविटीज कैरी करते हैं LGBTQ कम्युनिटी के लिए कहाँ से आ रही हैं, क्यों आ रही हैं, मतलब where are those seeds? Because the current generation is an intelligent generation. They would not like to buy whatever the people have been saying. They have their own head. They like to critically evaluate, make their own opinion, right? So here we are with you. And since the topic is roots of homophobia, so would you please help all of us understand कि क्या कहानी है यार, इतना फोबिया क्यों, एक इंसान दूसरे इंसान से इतना क्यों डरता है, इतना छूत का या इतना परहेज क्यों करता है, उसकी इज्जत क्यों नहीं कर सकता है, जबकि उसकी भी वही 2 आंखें हैं, वही दिमाग है, वही खून है उसके शरीर में जो शायद मेरे में या किसी और में चलता है, बिकॉज आई एम अ हेट्रोसेक्सुअल पर्सन। थोड़ा सा
right. So that's a great question, and thank you so much for inviting me to speak about this. Homophobia, at least if we look at India, the roots of homophobia go back many years. I think a lot of us would know about Section 377, which was actually instituted in the Indian statute during the British era, and it has stayed in our statute books for a very long time. 377 basically called same-sex relationships a carnal vice that was against that was quote unquote unnatural. So I think if we try to understand the roots of homophobia, one aspect of it can come from our law, from our own legal system. So India mein independence ke baad, we carried a lot of the legal systems and processes that the British had already inputted in us. So one example was 377, UAPA, sedition. There are many other such laws in our country that we have basically carried forward from the British era. The problem is that these laws were not challenged even by our post-colonial, founding fathers. Even after that, various prime ministers. We've had so many elections. Lekin LGBT issues was never something that we openly in our country talked about. It was always something that was either being happening behind doors. Activists बहुत काम कर रहे थे. Mental health psychiatric community में भी, if most of you would know that for a very long time homosexuality was also considered to be a mental illness. So if you are homosexual, if you are transgender or whatever, and if you tell your parents or your friends or family, the first thing they'll say is, oh, ये mental disorder है, psychiatrist के पास जाओ, and let them fix you. Now, what do they do? There is something known as conversion therapy, which basically involves converting a person's sexual orientation. There is also something I was reading about, which is called corrective rape, which is very, very traumatizing, whereby if a lesbian woman tells somebody that she's lesbian, there is a practice where they forcefully rape her. So with a heterosexual person, with the hope that she gets converted into a heterosexual. So this is called corrective rape.
Kanav, this is new for me.
There are some instances in Africa. So in the African region, you have very, very stringent laws against homosexuality. And India may have 377 hat gaya, but if you look at the broader, if you try to map which countries homosexuality is still a crime, you'll see sub-Saharan Africa may abhi bhi crime hai, Middle East may be abhi bhi crime hai. In most of Asia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, most South Asian countries, Bhutan recently decriminalized homosexuality, but in other parts of the world, these practices still exist. So if we want to deconstruct the roots of homophobia, one area is to look at the law and understand that this law has been with us for many years. Independence was in 1947 and we only removed 377 in 2018. So for so long, we were living in a country where, or rather we were living in a society where it was a crime to be homosexual, and also where mental health professionals were refusing to actually take a stand. Now here's an interesting thing, we were talking about this yesterday, that in America, it was in the 1973 that the American Psychiatric Association removed homosexuality from its list of mental illnesses. 1973. India में हमने कब किया? 2018 में.
Oh.
Now there's again a lot of politics, and this is something that I was thinking, why did it take so long? America has done it. There are various other Western countries that have done it. In India, it is still considered to be a mental illness.
कनव, वैसे देखा जाए तो हम इंडियंस अमेरिकन्स को कॉपी करने में पीछे नहीं रुकते हैं. मतलब वहाँ फैशन ट्रेंड बाद में आता है, अपने यहाँ पहले आ जाता है. But when it came to taking a very substantial stand, we took so many years.
Yes. So this is this superficial westernization. I think there's a sociologist, I think Sanjay Srivastav, who's written about it, where he says that a lot of Indians, they want to copy the West in the sense that they like watching these English movies, they want to speak in English and pretend to be all hip and happening. But when it comes to social issues, you'll see with divorced women, abhi bhi stigma hai. If a woman is above the age of 30, they say shaadi kyun nahi hua? If you tell somebody you're gay, they're like, oh, ye bahut ajeeb hai. So it's very strange that you want to copy the West very superficially, but when it comes to social issues where many parts of the Western world have progressed with the rights, with divorced women remarrying, you have the widow remarriage is still a stigma here in terms of dressing as well. People don't seem to be comfortable talking about it. Then in that case, people will say, oh, ye to Western influence hai. And this is another point that I want to make, which is that a lot of people say that this homosexuality is a Western idea, a Western concept hai. I think it was in 1990, in the 1990s, a movie aaya tha called Fire by Deepa Mehta. So this was apparently the first Bollywood film which actually showed lesbian romance. This movie was released in the 1990s and it was made by this woman called Deepa Mehta, who has made films. I believe she's Toronto based. When she released this film in India, there were large-scale protests and there were a lot of these Bajrang, I think Shiv Sena or Bajrang Dal ke log, they came and they destroyed movie theaters, they attacked movie theaters, and that was the first time this issue of lesbian same sex relationship was shown in public theaters. And a lot of these people were saying ye hamare sanskar ke against hai, you're trying to basically destroy Indian society. And the interesting thing I keep going back to is that this concept of what is sanskari is actually a very wrong idea, because this notion of criminal identity.
तो बेसिकली एक हो गया हमारा ब्रिटिश रूल का, ये जो हमारे लॉज चल रहे हैं कॉलोनियल टाइम से. दूसरा हमारी कुछ कल्चरल प्रैक्टिसेस हैं जो इंडिकेट करती हैं that a lot of things that are deviant from the majority have to be corrected by all kinds of means, like raping a lesbian woman by a male so that she feels what it is to be and वो उसका दिमाग ठीक हो जाए, kind of, right? और वो kind of punishment भी है, दो तरफा है. इनफैक्ट आपकी ये बात सुनकर मुझे याद आ रहा है कि अफ्रीका में एक ट्राइब है, आई वाज रीडिंग, जहां पर वुमेन के you know I mean like woman also has an organ which is very similar to penis, which basically जिसका मेन काम होता है erotic sensation को लेकर. So they actually burn that area in women because they believe that women are here to serve men, they cannot have sexual fun or pleasure out of it. वो एक practice होती है जहाँ वो करते हैं African tribes में. I remember I was doing some program on menstrual and sexuality education, so there I remember reading about it. तो एक तो ये notion हो गया. तीसरा, एक लंबे समय की चुप्पी रखना. People don't talk about it, so there is some notion that is coming that continues to prevail. चौथा, अगर कोई स्टैंड लेता भी है, कोई मूवी रिलीज करता है या एक पब्लिक फोरम पर एक अपना पर्सपेक्टिव लेकर आता है, तो उसको इतना ज्यादा नेगेटिविटी या वायलेंस या ऑब्जेक्शन के साथ डील किया जाता है. आई थिंक वो सिर्फ उस इंसान को रोकने का तरीका नहीं होता है, वो इसलिए भी एक्सट्रीम होता है क्योंकि आप एक पब्लिक लेवल पर एक मैसेज दे रहे हो, dare you do anything, you will face the same consequence type. And fifth, बिना अपने कल्चर को समझे, बिना अपने समाज या संस्कृति सो कॉल्ड को समझे बड़े बड़े दावे कर देना. Because I would like to listen to what your understanding of Indian संस्कृति says, पर जो मुझे पता है, I think एक basic understanding है कि हमारा इंडियन कल्चर इंसान में ईश्वर देखता है. हमारा इंडियन कल्चर डेफिनेटली बोलता है कि हर इंसान या आत्मा परमात्मा का रूप है. तो फिर अगर कोई एलजीबीटी भी है, वो परमात्मा का रूप क्यों नहीं है? मतलब बड़ा सिंपल सा एक कॉमन सेंसिकल संस्कृति है जहां हम वी आर हियर, हम नमस्ते करते हैं, हम हैंडशेक नहीं करते हैं. नमस्ते के पीछे भी कॉन्सेप्ट होता है कि आपकी पूजा हो रही है, मतलब मैं हाथ जोड़कर आपके अंदर जो पूजनीय ईश्वर का अंश है उसे प्रणाम करता हूँ. मतलब कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ नमस्ते इज ऑल्सो दिस. सो इफ इट्स सो रिच, then what happens over here?
Exactly, and we're also a very diverse country. We have so many languages, regional differences, food practices. So it's very strange, actually, if you think about it, that in such a diverse country, only one form of sexual orientation is seen as normal. Only one form of gender identity is seen as normal. And for वहाँ diversity बिल्कुल नहीं. And if you talk about it, people feel uncomfortable. Now, the good thing is 377 के बाद, I noticed that Bollywood was quick to jump, and now a couple of movies are being made. There was a movie which Sonam Kapoor recently, which she released into last year. It was called एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा. Same, it was about a same-sex romance. No protests happened. In fact, the film, I looked at the reviews also. It was fairly positive. So I think times have changed now a little bit. People are also realizing, and because it is not a crime in India anymore, you cannot make those arguments again and say that this is against Indian culture. People have started coming out of the closet. But even now, when we were talking about this yesterday, abhi bhi small town villages, and even in some very, very conservative family groups, jaise main Calcutta mein hu, I have a lot of Marwari friends. Marwari circle mein, it's very conservative and orthodox. Family business hai. Agar beta ya beti hai, by 2021 you have to get married, you have to continue the family business. So abhi bhi ye bahut hi heteronormative and ye bahut hi cisnormative understanding of family and society is still in practice. Although things are changing, it is still sometimes very difficult for parents to accept their own children if they tell them they're gay. So we hide our identity for a very long time. Uska mental health impact bhi.
पर कनक, पेरेंट्स इसलिए भी तो डर जाता है ना, बिकॉज हमारे समाज उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता है. भाई अब देखो, जब पहले औरतें जब काम करती थी तो उसको बहुत बुरा माना जाता था, लेकिन जैसे जैसे समाज ने एक्सेप्ट करने कर दिया, and it became actually something valuable that they would want all their daughters and daughter-in-laws to work, to be more productive, contribute back to the community. तो हमारे समाज को अब कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. तो आई थिंक ये दो तरफा चलता है. तो एक तरफ एक्यूज करना बड़ा अनफेयर होगा. So we all need to work at our own selves too, isn't it?
Absolutely. And now, in fact, there's this thing that, we want you to be a working woman, because then if you enter into a marriage, you have some leeway also, and you have some bargaining power also. And women, I've noticed, want to now also work. Like my mother, for example, she did her BCom. She did not do her MBA or anything. But now I look at most of my colleagues, most of the women I know, they want to do BCom, MBA bhi karna chahte, masters bhi karna chahte. So times have changed. There is a slight shift. But I think you're absolutely correct. Society still has to change, and that is very difficult, because, for example, in my community where I stay, in my house, people are still quite conservative here. I am out to my mother, I'm out to most of my family members. They're okay with it. They're actually quite accepting. But when I talk to people who are not, I would say, that progressive, I cannot be so open with them. With my landlord, I could understand that he would not, he does not have that understanding. People still actually, even today, think that homosexuality is a mental illness. Abhi bhi hota hai. If I have spoken to some of many of
I think more than mental illness, उनको ये लगता है कि ये इंसान के साथ अगर मेरे बच्चे बात करेंगे या मेरे घर वाले बात करेंगे तो कुछ खराब हो जाएगा उनमें. मतलब जैसे किसी से बात कर देने से, किसी के साथ बैठकर एक कप चाय पी लेने से आपकी ओरिएंटेशन बदल जाती है. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. आई थिंक देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ इग्नोरेंस आल्सो, एंड मोर देन इग्नोरेंस, शायद वो डिजायर नहीं है या उतनी एफर्ट नहीं है कि फैक्ट्स को हम समझें, जो और प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करता है. मतलब ठीक है, यू हैव द राइट टू क्वेश्चन एंड थिंक व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू, बट आई थिंक इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट हम क्रिटिकली इवैल्यूएट करें और चीजों को सरफेस पे लेने की बजाय थोड़ा सा गहराई में जाके समझें तो कि सच में ऐसा पॉसिबल है क्या.
Absolutely. So another example which relating to this is, if you look at the 377 statute, usme bestiality, which is human animal relation, sex,
which is actually still considered a mental disorder. Bestiality comes under paraphilia.
Yes, and the thing is that for a very long time, so say it was in that, if you read the 377 statute, same sex activity, they don't even call it a relationship, it's same sex in activity, which is called a carnal intercourse against the order of nature, comes under the same statute as bestiality and pedophilia. So there is this notion which a lot of people feel. Yeah. So a lot of people say that if you allow homosexuals to be more open, it will lead to pedophilia, it will lead to bestiality. We're opening the floodgates for all sorts of vices. So this notion that we're falling into some sort of corrupt society.
But you know, Pranav, as a clinical psychologist, we all understand कि ऐसा नहीं है कि ये bestiality या paraphilia के लिए दरवाजा खोल देगा. ये entirely अलग चीजें हैं. मतलब LGBTQ का इनसे कोई संबंध नहीं है. I mean, they're very different things, and it doesn't happen like this.
Absolutely. The sad thing is, it takes a toll on the person who, when we are growing up, like when I was growing up, no one told me about all this. मुझे बस internet था, but even I didn't know where to look, कहाँ से information मिलना चाहिए, किससे connect करना है. In our society, we don't talk about this openly. So if somebody is gay, one has to understand that if you're a gay person, तुम्हारे family में you're most likely the only person who's gay, most likely. You know, so who do you talk to? Apne parents, you can't tell your parents. Friends ko you can't tell your teacher. So who do you talk to? You don't know. So then you go to the internet. Now internet is again a very risky place. You have a lot of people, some people who are selling drugs, you have people who want to do all sorts of bad, mischievous activities at a young age, or you have no one to guide you. So it's very important that there are role models. So that is why I think people like you come in, who are psychologists, who have that understanding, and you're open, very vocal about it. So it's very important that mental health professionals talk openly and say that we are LGBTQ inclusive, and if you are from the LGBT community, we welcome you, and we will not try to change your orientation. Because ma'am, even today when I talk to, I am seeing a therapist, and one of the things I always want to know is this therapist somebody who is accepting? Because ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए that I go to a therapist and I tell them that I am gay, and then they're like, okay, if you're gay, maybe I can prescribe some medication, which is a wrong practice. But I know people, one person for example, who I know,
दवा होती भी नहीं है कनव कि मैं दूं और आपकी ओरिएंटेशन बदल जाए, ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं है.
बिल्कुल.
Also कनव, जब हम थेरेपी की बात करते हैं ना, तो पहला प्रिंसिपल थेरेपी का ये होता है कि जितने भी साइकोलॉजिस्ट या क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट होंगे वो नॉन जजमेंटल होंगे, जिसका अर्थ ही ये है that I'm not going to judge you based on your orientation or your preferences. On the contrary, my idea would be to see what is it that you're struggling with and how can you lead a more meaningful and a more happier life, you know, something that's more gratifying for you and which is more stable for you. उसमें जजमेंट का मतलब ही नहीं होता है, तो ये वैसे ही पहला फर्स्ट प्रेमाइस है. सो आई डोंट नो पीपल हु आर प्रैक्टिसिंग लाइक दिस, शायद हो सकता है आपका एक आधा एक्सपीरियंस हुआ हो, बट आई थिंक जितने भी सेंसिबल साइकोलॉजिस्ट होंगे शायद वो ऐसा नहीं करें.
हाँ, so on Practo, 2 years back, we found a doctor. He said, I claims to cure homosexuality. And agar abhi bhi, if you go on YouTube and just search homosexuality cure, people can, whoever is watching, you can go on YouTube, just type these 2 words. You'll find some people who are posting videos where they say where they claim that they can cure homosexuality. Okay. Some are also psychologists. So there's again a problem of the fact that there are best practices in psychology. I'm aware that I think in the psychiatric community, it's a known fact that homosexuality is not a disorder. You cannot treat a person with homosexuality. There's nothing to treat. But there are some, I would call them quack doctors who abhi bhi ye practice karte hain. I would say it also is a money making racket, because imagine a parent comes to you, जैसे हमारा बेटा गे है, please cure them. Doctor will say ठीक है, ये hormonal medicine खाओ, ये दवाई खाओ, you follow this routine, तुम ये योगा करो, ये करो, वो करो. You make money and parents are happy because they are treating their child. So when there's ignorance and when there's lack of awareness, these things happen. Conversion in America mein, you have conversion camps where what they do is parents send their kids to these conversion therapy camps, and where they're forced to watch heterosexual, like they make you watch these heterosexual porn, electric shock therapy dete hain. These things are discredited, completely discredited, but it's still in practice. And this affects your mental health, it leads to suicidal ideation, and it lowers your self-confidence.
And more than that, it would challenge your entire existence. आपका सेंस ऑफ सेल्फ ही चैलेंज हो जाएगा. मैं कौन हूँ भाई, मैं सही हूँ, गलत हूँ, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. आई थिंक आपसे आपकी पहचान, आपकी शख्सियत ही छीन ली जाए तो फिर क्या बच गया, उससे ज्यादा खराब.
बिल्कुल.
इनफैक्ट प्रतिमा सोनू है जिन्होंने एक कमेंट भी लिखा है, although it is decriminalized in India, but nothing has changed on paper, legal rights and constitutional laws. क्या मैरिज रजिस्ट्रेशन में कुछ भी चेंज अभी भी नहीं हुआ है.
So abhi there is I was reading in the Delhi High Court, there have been some petitions to legalize same-sex marriage. मैंने इसके ऊपर एक article भी लिखा था. The central government has basically said that in our country we will not recognize it. Marriage is between a biological man and a woman. And what they said was that the 377 judgment only talks about decriminalizing homosexuality, but not about giving any more rights. So this is again very problematic, because marriage is again a social construct. पहले तो widow remarriage भी allowed नहीं था. Divorce in many countries is still not permitted. And in every country, marriage was always seen as between a man and a woman. But people realized after some time that you cannot restrict marriage as like this. It is you have consenting adults who happen to be gay. Why are they not given the same rights as heterosexuals? And if you legalize same-sex marriage, it sends a very positive message that you don't have to copy the life of a heterosexual. You can be proud. You can find a partner of your choice who happens to be of the same sex.
स्टेबिलिटी भी आएगी, और जो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन होता है और अब्यूज भी होता है, एलजीबीटी कम्युनिटी में बहुत अब्यूज होता है बिकॉज पोटेंशियल पार्टनर्स ठीक से नहीं मिलते हैं, रिलेशनशिप के बहुत इश्यूज होते हैं. आई थिंक वो कम होने लगेंगे बिकॉज एक सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी होगा. Yes, I can have someone and I have the right to live a life of dignity with someone. Certainly. So I think kind of the takeaways that we have, if we talk of the changes that we need to do. So I think step number 1 is read. Educate yourself. Step number 2, get out of ignorance. Step 3, कम से कम सवाल तो करो. डिसएग्री करो चलेगा, मत मानो कोई चीज, मगर सवाल तो करो, सोचो तो, समझो तो. चौथा, चाहे जो मर्जी हो, एज लॉन्ग एज कोई आपकी लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट नहीं कर रहा है, या कुछ ऑब्सीन पब्लिक फ्रंट पे नहीं हो रहा है, या कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं कर रहा है, कैन वी अलाउ और कैन वी रिस्पेक्ट द अदर पर्सन एंड गिव हिम और हर his or her space. And more importantly, I think we all need to be more conscious of the kind of life we deal, how we treat the other. भाई लॉ जो करेगा, एंड आई थिंक जिस टाइम के हम अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव चुनते हैं, आई थिंक आज की बहुत यंग जनरेशन पार्टिसिपेट करती है और करना भी चाहिए, पर एक राइट माइंडसेट के साथ आए, एक पॉजिटिव चेंज के साथ आए, तो डेफिनेटली एक चेंज होगा। और समाज शायद तब बदलता है जब आप और मैं बदलते हैं। समाज और कोई नहीं है, आप और मैं हैं। अगर आज आप ओपन है, मैं ओपन हूँ, मेरे आसपास के लोग ओपन हैं और हम लोग एक नॉर्मैलिटी से जीते हैं, चीजों को तरीके से देखते हैं, तो आई थिंक दैट्स वर्थ इट। इनफैक्ट आई ऑल्सो लाइक टू मेंशन, हमारे पास लास्ट ट्यूसडे को, यूजुअली हम ट्यूसडे करते हैं प्रोग्राम, सिंस यू ऑक्यूपाइड यस्टरडे वी शिफ्टेड इट टू मंडे, वी हैड मोहित। नाउ मोहित बिलोंग्स टू द एलजीबीटीक्यू, लेकिन वो जो काम
My classmate.
Oh, you
I
know
heard
him?
that. Yeah. Yeah. He's my classmate.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
We talk. I mean, we are friends. So.
Yeah, wonderful. तो वो जो काम कर रहे हैं, आई थिंक वो देखने की जरूरत है ना। हम क्यों लोगों को बांध देते हैं इन सब चीजों में?
Absolutely.
In fact, Pratima has also commented, imagine live-in relations have got all the legal rights, whereas our LGBT kids are running pillar to post for their rights. I mean, true. I mean,
I would just like to say, even with live-in relationships, no, that's not completely true, because if you look, there was a surrogacy law that was passed in which they have actually said that homosexual couples are not eligible for surrogacy, even live-in couples. And हमारे country में even with heterosexual live-in relationships, there's stigma. So you'll see, if you are a man and a woman, young couple, you want to rent in a flat, landlord will ask a lot of questions, and I've noticed this is an issue even with parents, because imagine if you are a parent, you have let's say a 25-year-old, 30-year-old child who has a girlfriend or a boyfriend who's not married, and they're spending a lot of time together. Even now, I think we are still, even with live-in relationships among heterosexuals, अभी भी उसका भी थोड़ा स्टिग्मा है।
So थोड़ा सा ना समझने की जरूरत है, लिव इन को भी मिसयूज किया जाता है, तो आपको कुछ गाइडलाइन बनाना पड़ेगा कि वो दो इंडिविजुअल्स एडल्ट्स हों, अपने पाँव पे खड़े हों, एक सेंस ऑफ मैच्योरिटी हो, मतलब कुछ तो होना चाहिए ना। अदरवाइज यू सी अ लॉट ऑफ यंग चिल्ड्रन, वेरी वेरी यंग, who use this term very casually just for experimentations and lot of other things. मतलब किसी भी साइड का ना, मतलब सिक्के के दोनों पहलू होते हैं, तो एक्सट्रीमिटी किसी भी एंड की गड़बड़ होती है।
Absolutely.
तो अगर हम इसकी भी बात कर रहे हैं, तो वी नीड टू, आई थिंक मोर देन व्हाट इज अलाउड और नॉट अलाउड, आई थिंक इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी अंडरस्टैंड द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दैट कम्स विद इट, the ownership that comes with it, and we very consciously take the right decisions and we follow what is to be done. आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हो कि हमको सब हक दो, लेकिन हमारा जो फर्ज या ड्यूटी है वो हम नहीं करेंगे। मतलब it has to be a two-way process.
Two-way
so that
process,
it doesn't
right.
cause more harm. वरना जितना फ्रीडम आप देते हो, उसको उतना ही मिसयूज करने का भी स्कोप होता है। I mean, that's what I personally think.
Absolutely.
So I think it was lovely talking to you, Kanav. If there are any questions, guys, please do put across. Otherwise, I have been reading the comments that have been coming across. I think Kanav was amazing in explaining things. It makes a lot of sense. And I believe we can always take away some of these takeaways and start working. I think किसी और से कुछ कहने से ज्यादा अच्छा है, दूसरों को लेक्चर देने से अच्छा जरूरी है कि हम सब लोग रोज रात को सोने से पहले या आईने में अपने आप को देखें, अपनी आंखों में आंख मिलाकर अपने अंदर झांकें, यार हम तो नहीं कुछ गड़बड़ कर रहे हैं कहीं। हम सो कॉल्ड जो समाज के ठेकेदार बनते हैं, I mean, what are we doing? Can we be more conscious of our choices? I think the day all of us start doing that and we are more careful about the choices that we make in life, it's not only about the inappropriate behaviors that we do with LGBT, but also in general. A lot of men in heterosexual communities are infidel. A lot of men misuse their powers and a lot of nonsense that they do. I think बहुत सारी चीजें रुकेंगी। एक हमारा समाज एक बेहतर समाज होगा अगर हम अपने एक्शंस के लिए कॉन्शियस हों और उसकी जिम्मेदारी उठाने की कोशिश करें। I think that's how I see it. So I mean, thank you, Pratima. I think Pratima has written, "God bless you, Kanav." So there are a lot of blessings for you.
Thank you so much.
Arpit says it was a lovely session. Thank you, Kanav. I mean, I think it's all hats off to you, Kanav. It was very nice talking to you. You're just a student, but the kind of maturity that you show is awesome. I wish हमारा सभी youth sensible होता है, पहले से बहुत अच्छा है। एटलीस्ट मेरे से तो आई एम डबल योर एज, मगर आप लोग डेफिनेटली ज्यादा स्मार्टर हो, ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंट लोग हो, which is amazing. And I wish we all can learn from each other and make a better difference in life. And by the way, I also need to mention, कनव हमारे साथ अर्पित की वजह से हैं। अर्पित बिल्कुल बात नहीं करते हैं, मगर वो एक सोल है, वो एक स्पाइनल कॉर्ड है इस प्रोग्राम की। उनकी वजह से ये सब लोग सामने आते हैं, या वो एक a very very central part है, बहुत quietly भी he's doing an amazing job in helping people understand lot of things. And a lot of times I have had people on our Instagram who have replied back कि हाँ आपका सेशन देखा, हमने ऐसे कभी सोचा ही नहीं था, या इस पर्सपेक्टिव को ऐसे भी देख सकते हैं. So I mean, thanks to Arpit and people like you, Kanav, Mohit, Rishu, and so many more. I mean, I can't name all of them. नाम तो वैसे भी याद नहीं रहते हैं मुझे. So many of you guys, you've done that effort and you've taken up that time. Thank you so very much. I mean, I carry a lot of gratitude towards you. Thank you so very much.
You're
Any
very
last
welcome.
words you want to say, Kanav, before we leave?
So I would just say the final words would be that a lot of people feel that, oh yeah, LGBT issues, I don't know why I should be involved in it because I'm heterosexual. What I always say is that you never know. It could be that if you have a child, your child could be gay. It could be that your coworker is gay, and in many cases you don't know. Some of my classmates in my own college have come up to me and said that they are gay and they're too afraid to tell their own teachers or even their own classmates. Even classmates who are very open-minded, there's still a lot of stigma. So I would say be empathetic and just be kind. And you never know if the person sitting next to you is probably going through something that you don't understand. It is an issue that all of us should relate to. And as you rightly said, ma'am, that it's important for us to be more understanding. And these preconceived notions, ये mental illness है, ये unnatural, abnormal है, ये हमें हटाना चाहिए. This is absolutely not true. We need to all understand this and we need to imbibe it.
And more importantly, we all need to live a life without fear. Yeah, डर डर के क्या जीना, मरना तो है ही, एक दिन रोज क्यों मरा जाए, रोज क्यों घुटा जाए, बहुत सिंपल सी बात. So I think thank you so very much, guys. Thank you for being such an amazing audience and for being always there. कभी कभी हम लोग एडवर्टाइज भी नहीं कर पाते हैं, वी आर सो बिजी विद सम प्रोग्राम और द अदर, वो लास्ट मिनट हमारा पोस्टर चढ़ता है कई बारी, बट इट्स ऑलवेज सो ग्रेटिफाइंग टू सी कि इतने सारे लोग अपने आप आ जाते हैं. It's so nice. So thank you so very much for the love that you show us and for taking this program or this channel, Unique Psychological, as your channel. I'm so glad. Thank you so very much, Kanav. And thank you for following us. Please do continue to follow. And do share this information with others, guys. People like Kanav and so many more are making their effort. I think और कुछ नहीं तो आप और मैं इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं. आलतू फालतू वीडियो शेयर करने में हम एक सेकंड नहीं लगाते हैं, सोचते भी नहीं हैं. ढंग का कुछ होता है पता नहीं क्यों रुक जाते हैं. So I think it's very important that the least that we can do is share this information with people around. Let people have their own head. You don't have to go argue with anyone. You don't have to bang your head with anyone. मगर कम से कम कुछ ढंग का कहीं देखते हो जो लगता है यार एक बार कम से कम सुनने या सोचने लायक तो है, उसको जरूर शेयर करें. एटलीस्ट डू दिस मच. कल को जब आप आंख बंद करके सोएंगे, कम से कम इतनी तसल्ली से सोएंगे कि यार एटलीस्ट आई डिड माय बिट, इवन इफ इट वाज अ स्मॉल बिट, एंड दैट्स वर्थ इट. I mean that's how I like to put it. So thank you so very much, guys. See you tomorrow with Teen Talks, where we'll be having a homeopathic doctor from a different perspective. She'll be talking about teenage issues. So आज वाला program हम कल करेंगे. So see you. Thank you so very much, Kanav. May God really, really bless you.
Thank you and all the best for tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Till then, guys, take care. See you. And continue to grow, guys. Continue to empower yourself.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.